Number 3, our next governor needs to have a laser focus on job creation. As John Danner said, that has been my focus as your lieutenant governor, and it would be my focus as your next governor. Our next governor needs to work with existing businesses to grow and expand them. Cutting taxes over time. This has taken us a while to get to the point where we have the highest taxes in the nation. It's going to take us a while to move in a different direction. This is going to take time. We also need to work on smart growth tax incentives, which are a part of the 10-point plan, 26 pages, which you have. Incentives for growing opportunities, encouraging innovation, encouraging research and development, and that's what the plan talks about in great detail. We need fair and responsible regulations and reform. We need to promote strategic relationships and partnerships. We need to expand and remove the cap on the VEGI, the Vermont Economic Growth Incentive. We need to expand the EB-5 program. We need to unite around a single vision of job growth and the benefits that it would bring. Number 4, market Vermont. I've been in the travel industry for 20 years. I know the importance of telling your story in the travel sector. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a great story to tell in our state. People today are traveling and they're looking for an authentic experience with something. They're looking for an authentic experience with nature. They're looking for an authentic experience with history. They're looking for an authentic experience with agriculture. Vermont is authentic. And as we tell our story to the 80 million people that live within a day's travel in Montreal, New York, Boston, we can grow our tourism and hospitality sector. It would be my privilege to tell this story of the Vermont that I know to people who would love to come and experience something authentic in our state. And it also would be a lot of fun. Number 5, streamlining, permitting, and regulation. We are standing on the shoulders of those who have come before us. We must continue to uphold a strong environmental ethic, but we can simplify and streamline our permitting processes without compromising standards. I propose we restore faith in Act 250 by making it make sense again, and by eliminating the redundancy and the uncertainty that multiplies costs and causes Vermonters to miss windows of opportunity because of the time and the cost involved in our permitting process. We will guarantee applications are processed in a reasonable time without a runaround. We'll expand the use of general permitting, master permitting, like we do in the FAA, and promote growth in our downtowns and industrial parks, like we've done with the designated growth centers. We can do this. It's time for our state regulators and job creators to work together as a team to grow our economy and to protect our environment as a unified purpose. Once again, we can do this. We must work together to lower our health care costs, point number 6, which are crushing our families and small businesses. We should be very proud of the fact that Vermont has been rated the healthiest state in the nation for 3 years in a row. The job of Vermont's next governor is to figure out how we can leverage the past federal legislation to make most sense for Vermonters. Anyone who tells you that Vermont can go it alone is being unrealistic. The federal legislation states specifically, I've read the chapter and verse, that a single-payer healthcare system, government-run system, is not an option until 2017. That's the law. Right now, the best thing we can do is focus to bring our costs under controls. That would be my commitment as Vermont's next governor. Number 7, steady fiscal leadership. Governor Howard Dean did it. Governor Jim Douglas has done it. They've managed to keep our state on a stable financial course for the last 20 years. Through good and bad economic times, they've said no to busting budgets that would bust the bank. They've built a rainy day fund, and they've ensured Vermont's ability to pay its bills. As governor, I will work for balanced budgets, and I'll protect our AAA bond rating that we currently enjoy. We also must address our long-term liabilities. We have a $2.7 billion, I'll repeat that, a $2.7 billion unfunded obligation to our retired teachers and our retired state workers. The longer we delay, the worse that obligation becomes. We can't focus on the here and now. We need to focus also on the future to meet that commitment to our teachers and our state workers. Infrastructure. We must have high-speed internet, cell service, reliable roads and bridges. They're critical to attracting new businesses and helping the ones we have to grow. Thanks to our federal, state, and private sector investments, we now have the funding needed to achieve our e-state goals and our smart grid goals. I will make it a priority of my administration to make sure that we build out this great new technology and make sure it's deployed on track, and the workers of Vermont are up to that task. Number 9, world-class education and workforce training. On a per capita basis, our K-12 education spending is amongst the highest in the nation, but our investments in pre-K and higher ed are amongst the lowest. Employers and employees want to advance their skill through workforce knowledge and increase their capacities to learn and earn. As Vermont's next governor, I'll work to improve our educational outcomes and to bring better balance to our education spending pre-K through college. Number 10, energy. We all depend on reliable baseload power available at affordable pricing, especially a facility like Northern Power and an IBM in my hometown. As your new Lieutenant Governor, when I was first elected, I started my work to make sure the relationship with our friends in Quebec was strong. I was honored to be a part of a team that brought the new Hydro-Quebec contract that will bring us stable, affordable power for the next 26 years. I'm a champion of energy efficiency. Tomorrow, I've been invited to IBM, where IBM will announce a gut-churning goal, according to Janet Bombardier, the new plant manager, a gut-churning goal to save 1 million kilowatts of power over the next 1,000 days. That's a quarter of their power in 3 years. And with the help of Bob Zeiter with VMEC on lean manufacturing processes and Efficiency Vermont for energy efficiency practices, and doing things that the private sector knows how to do well, IBM, they have set a high goal. We'll have an all-day conference where manufacturers from all over the state and the state of Vermont will be working as partners with IBM as we explore and share best practices to achieve this goal.